smoothly in down the back straightaway. 3-car length separating. Big send on the inside. Kyle Terzak up the racetrack. Contact between the two, and it's going to be Braxton DeWeese winning here at Nashville. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the WD Broadcasting Network. I am your host, Winston Deal. Getting ready to bring you guys race number 1 for the Leave the Pack iRacing League late model season. We'll get the schedule up on screen. You see timing and scoring on the left side of your screen. 42 late model drivers have made the call here tonight. Here's the schedule for this season. We open it up with 75 laps here tonight at the Kern County Raceway Park. And then next week we'll head to the new Smyrna Speedway and IRP the following week. You see the rest of the dates on there. A lot of different racetracks with some variety in there. Should make for a very, very exciting Leave the Pack Late Model Series season. We'll get that off of there. We had 2 preseason races this season. The first of those going to Carter Hollingsworth in the 28 machine. He's currently 4th on the standings on the left side of your screen. The other one of those going to Ethan Johnson last week at the Oxford Plains Speedway. Unfortunately, I don't think Ethan is in here to make the call tonight, but definitely it had some speed last week at Oxford. One of the other drivers that had speed last week at Oxford was Brandon Elvis in that 54 machine. Ended up finishing in the 3rd spot behind his teammate Justin Coleman. Those two battled very late in the race for that 2nd position. We've got 6 minutes left here in the practice session. We'll head down trackside and see if we can't get a look at some of the competitors in tonight's race. On screen right here, if you are a fan from the All-Star Racing League last season on the True Sim Productions YouTube channel, you know who this is right here, that 55 machine. Brian Voss in the 55, making his Leave the Pack iRacing League debut. A multiple-time winner in the All-Star Racing League, a champion in the All-Star Racing League in the late model stock division. A very fierce competitor, currently sitting in that 12th spot. Times are very, very close all throughout the field. You can see on the left side of your screen. Does not get very spread out. It's going to be very, very tight in qualifying. The top 20 drivers will make the field on time. Then we'll take 4 from our B feature here tonight. But with 42 cars, we're going to have a 43 cars now, 23-car B main, top 4 coming out of it. Going to be very, very interesting to see how that one stacks up. But the pressure is going to be on here in qualifying tonight. We've got a lot of drivers that we're used to seeing up towards the top of the standings struggling a little bit here. Zach Murphy in that new white and red number 29 machine currently sits in the 27th spot on the standings, an 18:44, just a couple tenths off from being inside that top 20. But with times being so close and tight at the same time is what I tried to say, but with times being so close here at Kern, we never know what we're going to see in that qualifying session. So with 4 minutes left in qualifying here, in practice, we'll go ahead and hop in the broadcast booth and see if we can get some of our competitors here this evening. Let's grab a word from our winner in the first preseason race of the season, won at Five Flags Speedway a couple weeks ago up in the broadcast booth. Carter Hollingsworth, you got a copy. Alrighty, well, Carter, a couple weeks ago, you ended up taking the victory in the first preseason race of the season at the Five Flags Speedway. What can you do to replicate that run here tonight and have a shot at the victory at Kern?
You know, just got to be smooth and, you know, just have a lot of patience. 75 laps, just a long race, and, you know, just got to hang with Justin. He's going to be really quick, and hopefully we can just have some luck on our side this week. I know Oxford wasn't the best for me, but hopefully we can just bring it on towards the champion.
Yeah, definitely going to have luck on your side. 43 competitors, only 20 going to the A main from qualifying. What does the pressure feel like about 3 minutes away from this qualifying session, knowing that you got to be on the top of your game to make this field here tonight?
Yep, just have to get a really good lap. There's a lot of competition, you know, top 7 or 8, maybe even 10. I don't know. You know, just real close. Just have to be on the top of my game and hit the best lap.
Alrighty, well, Carter, you got about 2 minutes and 45 seconds to prepare yourself for this qualifying run, but we wish you luck, and thanks for talking to us.
Yep, thank you.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, folks, that was Carter Hollingsworth. He won a couple weeks ago back at the Five Flags Speedway, led nearly every lap in that race. We'll see what he can do tonight. He was actually the first ever winner in the Leave the Pack iRacing League. Picked up the victory right here at Kern County Raceway Park in the Street Stock Showdown just 1 season ago. That was the season opener, so Hollingsworth has a victory here at Kern. That's one thing that most drivers in this league cannot say. As we look on the backstretch right now, a lot of guys actually practicing a couple little race runs right here. We've got a big group. You see Austin Godfrey in there, the one machine. He's had some speed here in the Leave the Pack iRacing League. Competitor that's usually towards the front of the standings week in, week out. No shock to see him in the top 10 here in practice. Back behind him, Jacob Merrill, Adam Fulford, 2 drivers that I believe ran the modified race last night. Fulford ended up with a top 5 finish coming from that 18th starting spot. So Fulford knows his way around the Kern County Raceway Park. We'll see if it pays dividends here tonight. Look at Brandon Elvis right there in the 54 machine. So he avoids Brandon Kelly right there. But Elvis in the 54, your most recent champion in the All-Star Racing League Late Model Series. Picked up, I believe, 4 victories last season en route to his second All-Star Racing League Late Model Championship. We'll see if Elvis has any speed here this evening. He's got speed in practice, currently 7th on the board. Bryson Myers in the 3rd spot right there in the 11 machine. He had a lot of speed last night, actually led some of the laps in the Leave the Pack Modified division right here at Kern. Ended up getting the boot and shuffled out of the way, but still had a pretty good run. Ended up in the 4th position when it was all said and done. We'll see what he can do in the late model. So we've got 30 seconds left until the chaos begins. Brian Gravel in the 22 machine, currently sitting in the 5th spot. We'll see what Gravel can do this season. Trey Ashworth in the number 8 machine right behind him, a fresh new ride from Coleman Designs. Definitely interesting to have that number forward, but I actually like it. A lot of guys are a little bit opposed to it, but I don't hate the way that car looks. I really enjoy the color scheme and just the overall appearance. Hopefully Trey Ashworth can do something with it here tonight. So as my keyboard lights up in front of me and the clock strikes 0, it is officially qualifying time here in the Leave the Pack Late Model Series. We'll get the top 20 up on the left side of our screen so we can see the battle for the transfer position and who currently holds it. But it is qualifying time. Folks, you saw the practice results. You saw who was on what part of the standings. Who do you have go on top of the board here in qualifying? There is no invert here tonight, so there is no invert games. Nobody's going to try and get in that 6th position or whatever it may be. All drivers are going for that pole. There's qualifying points on the line as well. Who do you guys think is going to take the pole here at Kern County? As these drivers start to pull out on the track, it looks like the very first car on the racetrack will be the number 93 machine of James Pileski. The One Life, Epic Media, Lokoto Designs, and the Posse on that number 93 machine. Pileski calling Sussex, Wisconsin home. He's got 107 iRacing official wins. So definitely some experience here on the iRacing.com simulator. We'll see what Pileski can do tonight in the 93. First lap time across the stripe for Pileski. Goes to the 14th spot in 1876. Right now, Austin Godfrey goes to the top of the board in the 0-1 machine. Currently sitting provisional pole. There goes Justin Brooks to the top spot with an 18.12. A 10th quicker than Godfrey's lap time. Tanner Bethea to the 2nd spot with an 18.18. As Brian Voss comes around to complete his 2nd lap of qualifying, he ends up in the 3rd spot right there. But we look at the battle for that transfer spot. Right now, Jesse Binkley currently holding it in the 25 machine, just finished his qualifying run. He's got an 18:44 up on the left side, and as I say that, Brian Johnson in the 38 takes it on lap number 1. So move Brian Johnson into the show. Carter Hollingsworth, lap number 2, pays off right there. He goes to the 7th spot. Shane Hodges jumps up there into the 2nd position on his 2nd lap. Brian Johnson makes his way back up into the show in the 14th position. Brandon Elvis, 1871 on lap number 1 through turns 3 and 4. Comes across the stripe right here. Where will Elvis go? 2nd lap time for Brandon Elvis. 8th quick for the 54 machine. Cortland Herman pops up into the show. Zach Murphy, 1st lap time, an 18:36, currently in the 22nd position. Is he going to have enough for qualifying right here? He gets on the loud pedal through turns 3 and 4 across the stripe right there. Zach Murphy, 2nd lap time, a little bit quicker, put him in the show in the 15th spot, an 18:28. He is locked in to tonight's A feature. 2 drivers still completing their qualifying runs. Clint Walker just finished his 2nd lap, 32nd quick for the 002 machine. Chris Smith, lap number 1, 13th quick. He's going to be in the show. The 80 of Chris Smith currently in that 13th spot, an 18:25 1st lap time. We'll see what he's got out of turns 3 and 4 right here. As he comes across, going to slow it down a little bit on lap number 1, but you see the times on the left side of your screen, very close throughout the field. Right now, Jake Brooks holding on to the final transfer position from qualifying, but look at the names in the B feature right now. We'll see. You see your last 10 right there. Look at that. Brian Johnson, Drew Chance, winner of last night's B feature. Thomas Frisch. Gene Garrett in there as well. Jeremiah Woods, he's a regular here in the Leave the Pack iRacing League. Dalton Creech. A lot of names in that B feature, and there's only 4 transfer positions in tonight's B. So as we get ready to wrap up qualifying, we're going to grab a word from our fast qualifier here tonight. See if we can't get him up into the broadcast booth. Went quick time by just a little bit, but he's going to be starting from the pole here tonight. Justin Brooks up in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yeah, man. What's going on?
Alrighty, well, a stout field of late models here tonight. 43 cars, and you are currently at the top of them. It's still close between you and the rest of the top 10, but 75 laps ahead of us. You are going to be starting from that pole position. What can you do to hold off this field for 75 laps?
Just hopefully not mess up like I did in qualifying. I was disappointed when I didn't think it was going to be pole. I underdrove the hell out of 1 and 2, but thankfully it still is. So just got to get in a race and get in a rhythm and just keep the rear tires on it. It feels like from practice, the right rear is going to be one sliding.
I apologize, folks. I think my headset currently just died. Not sure what that is about. But we are going to get it all plugged in and ready to go. I thought I had it plugged in. I guess I was wrong. All right, we're going to try again, Justin. My headset died on me there. We'll let you talk again. I don't think this, or maybe the stream heard it. But nonetheless, 75 laps here tonight. Going to be a fun one. Who do you have to thank for this poll here tonight? Let's try that.
Thank everybody at Justin Brooks Designs, me, myself, and I for this pretty paint scheme tonight, and a few in the field tonight representing it. Thank you for obviously having the show, allowing me to come have some fun with you guys. And it was a really good turnout tonight. I lost count at 43 for practice. So, I mean, it's going to be a barn burner. Like I said, the race is going to be all about saving the right rear. It feels like from practice, the right rear is going to be the one that slides unless you learn how to conserve it. So the biggest thing for me is going to try to keep my lead for the most part, but run a pace where I can just stay out front, barely keep the lead, but also keep the tires on it so I can pull away at the end, hopefully. That's the goal here.
Alrighty, well, it sounds like you've got a pretty good idea of what you're getting into tonight. Sounds like you've got a pretty good plan as well. So we'll let you get dialed in and ready to go for tonight's 75-lap main event. But congratulations to you, Justin, on your first pole of the season.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, folks, that was Justin Brooks. A pretty card, like he said. Justin Brooks Designs makes a lot of iRacing paints for a lot of the drivers in this field. So if you see one you like, check if it's got that JBD logo on it. As right now, the B feature getting ready to take place. We're going to have 24 cars fighting for 4 starting positions. Brian Johnson on the pole in the 38 machine. That'll be Drew Chance to his outside in the 18. Thomas Frisch going to roll off in the 3rd spot with Gene Garrett next to him in the 211. Jeremiah Woods Jr. in the 222 is going to roll off 5th with Dalton Creech in the 36 to his outside. Back behind them, it'll be Trey Ashworth in the 8 machine starting 7th with Danny Cochran in the 07 or 02. Brandon Kelly in the 9 machine will roll off from that 9th position with Noah Comer in the 7 to his outside. Back behind them, it'll be Clint Walker in the 002 machine, and then Tate Payne in the 12. Behind them, Jeremy Queener going to roll off 13th with Jesse Binkley to his outside in the 14th position. Kyle Heinzelman going to roll off 15th in the 39 with Jacob Merrill in the 14 to his outside. Justin Stoyanovsky, Zach Coyer, Connor Baker, Brad Slagle, Wade Enyart, Zane Bierman, and Ethan Johnson, Martin Piazzatelli going to round out our field. A lot of drivers here in tonight's B feature, but we are going to get ready to send them for 15 laps of green flag racing. As the pace car is off, we're going to wait for the drop of the green flag. In the hands of Brian Johnson, Drew Chance through the restart zone. We are underway at Kern. And the caution flag is already out. Not a good start there. A big mess in turns 1 and 2. Everybody piling into that one. Not sure what happened on the start, but a big mess in turns 1 and 2. So we'll see what exactly happened on the start right there. Not sure what happened going down into turns 1 and 2. Into turns 1 and 2 right here, we see the 0-2 of Danny Cochran. There's trouble out behind. It looked like the 36 of Dalton Creech might have had some trouble right there. We'll go back and see what exactly happened, try and get a better view from the 36 of Creech. But Brian Johnson and Drew Chance still your top 2. Here's the entrance of turns 1 and 2 right here. I think maybe the 36 just got into the back bumper of Gene Garrett in the 21 right there, and around he went. Unfortunate. A lot of cars collected right there. You see Connor Baker, Justin Stoyanovsky turned around, Noah Comer, Wade Enyart as well. But the caution flag is out here for the first time this evening. So some trouble on the restart there. There was also trouble out back with Ethan Johnson and I believe the 133 of Martin Piazzatelli. We'll go back and look at that as well. Not sure what the issue was there, but there was contact. 51 of Johnson got into this session late. See him get a good start right there. Got way on the outside, and there was the 13 of Martin Piazzatelli. Unfortunately, right there in line. Nowhere for either of those drivers to go. But the caution flag out for the first time here this evening. That one gonna stack up the field, and we are going to go single file for this restart. So we'll see what Brian Johnson can do. Can he keep that 38 machine out front? Drew Chance back behind him. We are going to go pretty late in the zone here. Green flag is out, and we are underway. A couple drivers getting the jump right there before Brian Johnson. And the green is out, and we are underway down into turns 1 and 2 once again. Ooh, Jeremiah Woods up the racetrack. Woods up into the outside wall. He's slow down the back straightaway. Tough break for Jeremiah Woods, and the caution flag flies once again. And the caution flag is out. Not sure what happened there on the start, but another caution flag back to back. Not sure where it happened in the field, but the caution flag flew once again. You see Woods in the 222 machine. Around on the, or up in the wall in the backstretch. It looks like Wade Enyart in the 29, or 210, I should say, went around. So Enyart, not the start that he was looking for here tonight. Tough break right there. But the caution flag out once again. Another quick yellow right there. And Brian Johnson, your race leader. A 12-minute time limit here in the B feature. So not too much time these guys can waste right here, but so we'll hope to get some of these laps in the B feature. There is an issue with timing and scoring. For some reason, it does not like my B feature format, and it doesn't tend to work throughout the B feature. I apologize for that, but it should be up and working for the A. As we're still we will go 1 to green this time by the field behind the iRacing.com pace car. Brian Johnson, Drew Chance going to lead us to the green. Right now, that transfer spot going to Trey Ashworth in the 8 machine. As we look at how much time we got, 6 minutes and 22 seconds left here. We've got 13 laps to go. What can these drivers do to get through the field? As Brian Johnson sees the pace car drop to the bottom side of the racetrack through turns 3 and 4, brings them up slow. Going to get into the loud pedal. We are back racing once again. Let's see something good into turns 1 and 2 right here. Danny Cochran in the 0-2, wasting no time jumping the outside of Brandon Kelly in the 9. Meanwhile, back behind, Ethan Johnson looking to the inside. Brad Slagle, contact there. Slagle around in the 0-5-2. And Johnson around as well. More trouble in turns 3 and 4. The caution flag flies once again. We saw the contact between Johnson and Slagle going into the corner right there. We'll get a better view. Johnson tried to dive it in there on the inside and just got into the back bumper of the 51 of Slagle. As once again you see the caution flag back out. Gene Garrett in the 211 machine. Unfortunately, there is an issue going on with, I believe, the pace car right now. Some of the wave around cars having to go around, and with caution laps not counting, it is throwing my timing and scoring through a loop right now. Portland down in the chat below, you and I are having the same reaction right now. Love how it's going. Still got 10 laps to go, and we are definitely going to finish this race inside of the time limit, I am thinking. So the pace car is still out on the racetrack. We're still trying to get timing and scoring figured out. Gene Garrett currently being scored as the leader, a couple laps ahead of the field. Not sure what is happening there, but... But the field going to come around to see the 1 to go signal right here. There's everybody going around. We're trying to get these guys figured out. Obviously, the lineup not entirely set. The caution flag will come back out. Not going to be going 1 to green this time by. We're going to make sure the lineup is all set. As there we go. Gene Garrett's time finally does reset. Or lap time, I should say, does finally reset. We've got 2 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the B, and then hopefully we can get to some good A feature racing. Might want to start with an EOL. I don't know if an EOL is going to make a difference here. I've been writing down who is causing the incidents, but the EOLs, usually the cause of the incident has been back far enough in the field. So we will be going back green flag racing this time by. It'll be Brian Johnson, Drew Chance leading us across the stripe, Thomas Frisch, and Trey Ashworth, your top 4. That is your transfer spot right now. We'll see if anybody can change that. We've got 1 minute and 44 seconds left here in this B feature. It's going to be a race against the clock. Brian Johnson, your race leader, trying to hang on and make his first A feature in the Lead the Pack Late Model Series, and we are back underway. A couple drivers wasting no time. Ethan Johnson to the bottom side, 3 wide. The 51 trying to make his way back to the front. Underneath Noah Comer right there. Comer going to back out. Johnson trying to move forward. The battle, though, for the transfer spot. Danny Cochran to the inside of Trey Ashworth. Ashworth to the top side. Going to have to give way for now. Going to try and cross over down the back straightaway. Battle is on for that 4th spot. 1 minute left to go. Interesting to call it against the time here, but up front, Drew Chance has just taken the race lead. Brian Johnson is battling for that top spot. Johnson, your leader right now, and we've got trouble out back. Jesse Binkley on the bottom side of the racetrack around, and the caution flag flies. So this race will finish under yellow. So the caution flag flies, and that is going to be the B feature. We did finish under the caution flag, and unfortunately it was due to the time limit. So not the B feature that we wanted to see, but the B feature that we got nonetheless. We'll try and get the results up on the left side of our screen. Drew Chance, your winner for the 2nd night in a row, picked up the victory in the B feature. So let's see if we can't grab a word from our winner. We'll try and grab Drew Chance if we can find him in the Discord. A lot of drivers in chat. It looks like Drew Chance, unfortunately not one of them, so we will try and grab a word from Drew Chance later on this evening. But nonetheless, winner of the B feature for the 2nd night in a row. So it is the warm-up session, and we are now turning the page on this B feature that we just watched, and we're going to start the A feature. Folks, I know that one was a lot to get through, but it is time for the A feature. The warm-up session underway. These guys are going to have 3 minutes to shake down their cars one more time before we send them green for 75 laps. Hopefully we can see some green flag racing. We will be able to grab a word from our B feature winner, Drew Chance. Drew Chance up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, bud?
Team info. Yeah.
Alrighty, well, second night in a row, we see you take the victory in the B feature. Last night, took the win in the modified race, or in the modified B feature, went on, not a decent run in the mod race. What do you think you can do starting from the 21st starting spot here tonight?
Hopefully just stay clear like I said last night, but last night we didn't. I don't think we really had the car or nothing. We didn't have anything. I don't think we got anything tonight either. Just surviving.
Yeah, survival definitely going to be a big key. If it's anything like we saw that B feature, then survival is definitely going to be key. Still a great run for you, though, in the B. Who do you have to thank that helped get you that feature victory and into the A main here tonight?
RKM Setup Shop and Trump 2024.
Alrighty, well, congratulations to you on your B feature victory here tonight, and we wish you luck in our 75-lap A main event, Drew.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, folks, that was Drew Chance. We'll have 24 cars getting ready for the B feature, or sorry, the A feature. The B is finally over, thank everything. But a minute left here in warm-up. We'll see what other drivers have, or what other drivers are feeling going into this race. We'll get a word from our most recent late model stock champion, Brandon Elvis. Brandon, up into the broadcast booth, you got a copy.
Hey, buddy.
Alrighty, well, you're my most recent champion in the late model stock division over in the All-Star Racing League. You won 4 races last season. You've definitely had a couple championship seasons. You know what it takes to put those together. What can you do to start it off right here tonight at Kern?
Man, I'll tell you what, the competition level right here is in the LTP league is unbelievable right now. I just got to be consistent, and hopefully some of these guys use their stuff up, because I really don't have the short run speed that a lot of them have. I think we'll be pretty good at saving tires tonight, but we really need this green flag runs in.
Yeah, definitely got to get the green flag runs. The restart game is not very fun. We saw it in the B feature. Luckily, you weren't a part of that, so you didn't have to get that restart game rolling early, but still going to have a pretty good starting spot here this evening. Ended up qualifying in the
Ninth.
in that 9th position. Sorry, I had to get it up on my screen, fresh in my memory, but starting inside the top 10 here tonight. We wish you luck, Brandon. You guys are done with the warm-up, so I'll let you get back in the seat and all ready to go.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, folks, that was Brandon Elvis. Always fun to talk to up here in the WD Broadcasting Network booth. As right now, we will get our starting grid up on screen. Justin Brooks going to roll off from the pole in that 033 machine. Bryson Myers going to roll off second in the 11. Shane Hodges in the 10 machine going to roll off third with Tanner Bethea to his outside in the 20. Brian Gravel in the 22 going to roll off fifth with Braxton Deweese in the 43 up on his outside. Brian Voss in the 55 machine, former All-Star Racing League late model champion. He'll start 7th. Austin Godfrey will roll off 8th in the 1 machine. Brandon Elvis, the guy that we just talked to, going to start 9th in this one. He'll have Carter Hollingsworth, winner of the first preseason race at 5 Flags, starting to his outside. James Pileski going to make up row number 6 down on the bottom side with Easton Swain in the 33 to his outside. Back behind, it'll be Chris Smith in the 80 in the 13th spot. Cortland Herman in the 70, starting in the 14th position. Justin Coleman going to roll off 15th in the 14 car with Zach Murphy in the 29 to his outside. Adam Fulford finally making an A feature on time. He just texted me that while we were in that B feature. Said, no B for me tonight. It's been an ongoing joke that Adam can't qualify. He found that speed here tonight. Going to start 17th. Brad Carpenter had some trouble in the B feature last night. Tonight, he's going to make it in on time. He'll start 18th. Back behind them, it'll be Caleb Thompson and Drew Chance. Jake Brooks, Brian Johnson, Thomas Frisch, and Danny Cochran rounding out your field. As we clear the grid from your screen. And we get the white flag on the A feature. Going to get ready to send them 75 laps of racing here at the Kern County Raceway Park. So we are down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. It is in the hands of Justin Brooks and Bryson Myers. Pace car is off. We're going to wait for the drop of the green flag. The field making their way, creeping up on speed. The green is up and the green is out. We are underway in the Leave the Pack Late Model Series here at Kern. Down into turns 1 and 2. Justin Brooks going to get the early advantage, and he'll take the lead down the back straightaway. Bryson Myers going to waste no time, taking a peek to the inside in the 11 machine. Myers going to try and take over the top spot, but out of turns 3 and 4, Brooks going to hold the top side. Leader of lap number 1 going to be your pole sitter, Justin Brooks. Brooks holds the lead for now, but not by much. Bryson Myers still back there on the bottom side, trying to take over that that top spot. Myers going to fall back into the second position for now. Look at Brian Gravel underneath Tanner Bethea. That's the battle for the 4th spot. Nearly contact there, right there. Up off the corner, Shane Hodges came up right in front of that 20 machine. Nearly came across his nose. He'll keep it clean and in the right direction, though. Back behind, a battle going on for the 11th spot. Here comes James Pileski underneath Easton Swain. Justin Coleman diving in there, too, in the 14. Right now, 4 laps green, still underway. Brian Gravel, Tanner Bethea not ready to settle this one for that 4th position. Bethea trying to make it work on the top side. And one of the things that a couple guys talked to earlier on before we started this race was going to be tires and keeping them underneath the race car for all 75 laps. And some of these guys up on that outside lane might be starting to show their hand a little bit too early. And oh, there goes Brian Gravel in the 22. Gravel down to the bottom side of the racetrack, keeps it going. The green flag will stay out. But unfortunate right there for Gravel. And Godfrey with trouble as well on the 1 machine. He's slow on the bottom. Still no caution flag from iRacing. But still clean and green. Brian Voss, Brandon Elvis battling right now for the 6th spot. These two battled all season long in the All-Star Racing League. Voss on the outside lane trying to make it work. That's the battle for the 6th position. Elvis, one of the biggest movers so far, already up 3 positions from the start. Or already 2 positions, trying to make a 3rd right here. Biggest mover so far, your B feature, 2nd place finisher Brian Johnson. Started in the 22nd spot. He's up into the 15th position right now. Danny Cochran to the bottom side of Zach Murphy in the 02. Murphy trying to make the outside lane work. But up front, it is still Justin Brooks. Bryson Myers and Shane Hodges are right there keeping him honest. But Brooks holds the lead on lap number 10. Brooks holding the race lead right now. Carter Hollingsworth in the 8th position. He started 10th in this one. Moved up a couple spots on the start there. Doing a good job sitting in that 8th spot for now. We look back throughout our field, a little bit of a spread going on. Brian Gravel trying to recover from that early spin. I think there was contact with the 20 of Bethea. We saw those 2 drivers battling for a long time for that 4th position. Bethea was going to end up taking it, but there was contact in turns 1 and 2. Not quite sure what happened. Is right now 12 laps in. Gravel to the inside of Brad Carpenter in the 31. Gravel loose up off the corner right there. Big save for the 22 machine. Drew Chance trying to fight for that spot as well. But up front, your front 4 cars in a line right there. Nobody really getting away. Bryson Myers, Shane Hodges doing a great job keeping Justin Brooks honest in that 033 machine. We got a top 5 group breaking away. Braxton Deweese starting to close up there in the 13. Deweese was the driver that crossed the line first in the in the Cato Strong 200 a couple weeks ago. Race control after the end of that one deemed Keaton the winner, and contact there for the 2nd spot. Hodges into the inside of Myers in the 11. Myers going to go up the racetrack, and Shane Hodges will take over that 2nd spot. But here comes Myers fighting back on the outside. The 11 machine not quite done fighting for that 2nd spot. There was contact through the center of the corner, and here comes Myers making that outside lane work. He's going to get the advantage up off the corner, and he'll take that 2nd spot back from Shane Hodges in the 10. Braxton Deweese makes a dive underneath Tanner Bethea for that second spot, but look at Bryson Myers working that outside lane, trying to take the spot back from Shane Hodges. Great battling all inside the top 5 right here. Brian Voss sneaking up into the picture. He's going to peek to the outside of Braxton Deweese in the 13 car. As Hodges slips up there on the top side, Tanner Bethea going to sneak into the 3rd position. Here comes Braxton Deweese. Looking to the inside of Shane Hodges. Hodges up to the outside in the 10. A multi-groove racetrack we're seeing early on. Ooh, nearly trouble up off the corner right there. Brandon Elvis and Brian Voss swung out a little bit wide, nearly got into the outside wall. But this right here is exactly what your race leader, Justin Brooks, wants to see. Ooh, big checkup on the entry turns 3 and 4 right there. Look at Carter Hollingsworth making his way into the picture. He's to the inside of Brandon Elvis. Brian Voss might have had some trouble right there. He checked up. I think he might have gotten up into the outside wall. He's going to lose that spot to Brandon Elvis. Move Voss back to the 8th position. Carter Hollingsworth. Trouble in the 28 machine. Carter Hollingsworth around on the back straightaway. Not sure what happened there. But the 28 of Hollingsworth is around on the backstretch. Look at what exactly happened. It looked like there was just contact between the 54 and the 28. Not sure what exactly, but we will see. We're going to go back and try and get it from a better vantage point right here. It looked like the 54 machine came up the racetrack a little bit. We'll go back and rewind one more time from a better vantage point, but here is the look up off, and I think the 54 just might have misjudged that gap right there, and he got up into the outside of Carter Hollingsworth. Unfortunately, Elvis going to be taking a trip to the rear after that one. Tough break for Brandon Elvis early on in this one. Elvis was running in that 6th spot, but unfortunately going to be dropping to the rear of the field after that one. That'll move Brian Voss up into the 6th position. Tough break for Hollingsworth in the 28 machine. He's back to the 21st spot. A little bit of damage on that race car. We'll go back and take a look at what happened at some of those incidents that we did not get the caution flag for. Here's Brian Gravel and Tanner Bethea in turns 1 and 2. Bethea up on the top side, just a little bit of contact there. I think those two just battling for that spot. Bethea might have tried to pinch the 22 of Gravel, and around he went. And then this is what happened to the 1 machine of Austin Godfrey. He was just trying to shut the door right there, and yeah, just did not give any room to the 33 of Swain. They both go around. Still no caution for that. Strange that iRacing hesitant to throw the caution right there. So Justin Brooks going to elect to take the outside lane here on this restart. The field going to creep up, and it is in the hands of that 33 machine. He's going to wait till the exit of turns 3 and 4, and a big jump right there. Good start for your race leader, Justin Brooks, in the 33 machine. Back behind him, everybody making it through turns 1 and 2 right there, clean and green. Down the back straightaway we go. Look at Brian Voss and Tanner Bethea battling for that 4th position. Look at Shane Hodges and Bryson Myers battling for the 2nd position. Hodges around the outside. He's going to do it the long way around. Moves Shane Hodges up into that 2nd spot. And we've got a caution on the front straightaway. Brian Gravel around in the 22. The 22 of Gravel going around on the front straightaway. Not sure what happened there, but that puts us under yellow for a 2nd time here this evening. There's contact with the 51 of Frisch right there, and I think there was just misjudgment there with the 18 of the 18 of Drew Chance, rather. Let me go get one more look at that on board with the 22 of Gravel. Yeah, I think just a disagreement on space right there. I don't think there was really anything the 18 of Drew Chance could do right there with the position that he had, and Carter Hollingsworth on his back bumper as well. So tough break for Gravel. Had that contact earlier on as well. So that's going to set him back once again to the back of the pack. But the second caution flag is out here. Shane Hodges was able to take over that second spot on this restart. He ended up going to the outside of Bryson Myers in the 11 machine. Myers going to start in the third spot right here on this restart. But 2 caution flags so far. We are 28 laps in across the stripe this time. So the field going to get the 1 to go signal right here. And we are going to be sending them back green flag racing this time by 2 caution flags so far. We've got 45 laps to go when they get back across the line. Justin Brooks has done a great job so far this race, getting good restarts and keeping everybody at bay. We'll see if he can do that for these next 45 laps. As the field makes their way through turns 3 and 4, the pace car is off. It is in the hands of Justin Brooks. He's in the gas. We're back underway. Good start for Justin Brooks up on the top side. Tanner Bethea is going to try and follow suit. He started in that money spot in the 4th position. He's going to be on the outside of Shane Hodges for the 2nd spot. Here comes Tanner Bethea trying to take over the 2nd position. He's back behind him. We continue to battle. Tanner Bethea in the 20 machine, I think blinked out right there. Dropped across the pylon. He's back now, battling with that 10 machine. As we look back behind Caleb Thompson, Adam Fulford, that's the battle for the 10th spot right now. Fulford trying to make his way inside the top 10 for the first time this evening. Biggest mover so far, Danny Cochran in the 0-2. Started in the B feature here tonight. Has worked his way up into that 14th spot, up 10 positions from his 24th place starting spot. A couple drivers collected in that last incident, or a couple incidents ago. Brandon Elvis in the 54 trying to recover. He's in the 18th spot right now. As we go back up front, Tanner Bethea has taken over the 2nd position. Hodges in the 10. Right there in the 3rd spot. Bryson Myers runs 4th. Brian Voss in the 55 machine in the 5th spot right now. Cortland Herman into the inside of James Pileski right there. There was contact. Pileski did a good job hanging on to it up off the corner. As Chris Smith goes to the outside, he's going to get a run on Cortland Herman. The outside lane really doing justice here tonight. Contact there for the 2nd spot. Bethea, more contact. Shane Hodges checking up off the corner, and there's more contact. James Pileski going around up off the corner. And the caution flag is out. The caution flag comes out for the 3rd time here this evening. Not sure what happened there. We saw the contact with Tanner Bethea. Yeah, big contact right there and nowhere for any of those guys to go. Cortland Herman into the back bumper. Carter Hollingsworth shot through that incident. Did not grab the brake whatsoever. But here is the view from Cortland Herman in the 70 machine. Everybody's checking up off the corner. Unfortunately, nowhere for him to go. But Myers and Bethea gonna hang on to the Myers going to hang on to the second spot, but Bethea going to hang on to the third spot right now. So we're going to go back and watch that incident with Carter Hollingsworth in the 28 machine. You see him into turns 1 and 2. What exactly he saw, because we saw him shoot through this accident on the back straightaway. You see Elvis in front of him right there. They're checking up. Nowhere for Hollingsworth to go. What an avoidance right there. Kept that car in the right direction. Holy crap, what a ride that was for Carter Hollingsworth. A big, big avoidance there. He's going to keep it on the lead lap and in the right direction. Hollingsworth currently scored in that 14th place starting spot. As the caution flag going to be lifted here, we get the 1 to go signal from iRacing. Going to be sending them back green flag, this time by still 22 cars on the lead lap. Justin Brooks and Bryson Myers, your front two. And it is in the hands of that 33 machine. Out of the fourth corner, we are back racing once again. Good jump there for Justin Brooks. Bryson Myers in the second spot, shuts the door on Tanner Bethea, but here comes Brian Voss in the 55. Voss in the 55 machine trying to make that outside lane work. A little bit of contact maybe there up off the corner. Or going into the corner. Voss in the 55, back to the fourth spot for now. Gonna try and sneak in there, slams the door on Braxton Deweese. Deweese kind of let him have a little bit of ground there. But here comes Brian Voss, clear down into the fourth position. Back behind, here comes Justin Coleman to the inside of Caleb Thompson. Thompson on the outside in that 04 machine, trying to make the outside lane work. Back behind, Carter Hollingsworth, right there on the outside. And oh, a big mess. Shane Hodges in the 10 machine, around on the backstretch. Hodges goes around. He was running in the third spot. Not sure what happened there, but Shane Hodges went around on the exit of turns 1 and 2. Sorry, not running in the third spot, running in the sixth spot. I think there was just contact there. Nowhere for Chris Smith to go in the 10 machine. Or Chris Smith to go in the 80 machine, rather. We'll get one more view of this on board with the 10 right here. Everybody a little bit loose on the exit right here. I think the 10 of Hodges just got loose, tried to save it, and there was just nowhere for Smith to go in that 80 car. But Hodges is going to be scored in the 20th position right now. Tough, tough break. He was running inside the top 5 for the majority of this race. Under caution for a fourth time here this evening. Folks, what are we thinking so far? I know we've had a lot of caution flags. I'm trying to keep it as uplifting and as entertaining as possible. But we've still got a good race for this top spot. Justin Brooks has held on to it for the majority of the race. But Bryson Myers, once those guys get some laps in under green, Bryson Myers has been able to close up that gap quite a bit. Tanner Bethea right there. He's been battling inside this top 5 for most of the run. Biggest movers so far, Danny Cochran up 14 spots. Caleb Thompson up 12 positions. Brian Johnson up 11 spots. He was in the B feature earlier on. And some tough heartbreaks. Brandon Elvis, unfortunately, out of this one in that 23rd spot. He was involved in that big checkup on the back straightaway. So Justin Brooks leading the field through turns 3 and 4 right here. A couple drivers coming down pit road to get some damage fixed. James Pileski, Jake Brooks, both drivers that came down pit road. They are still on the lead lap, so they do get to keep their spots. But are going to lose some track position. As they work their way down the back straightaway. We are nearing that lap 50 mark, which means 25 laps to go. Running out of time here for these drivers. It's once again in the hands of Justin Brooks from that outside lane. Bryson Myers in the 11. And the field is through turns 3 and 4. Back into the restart zone, and we are back underway. A big stack up there back behind. Everybody swerving all over the place. We're 4 wide into turns 1 and 2. Zach Murphy, Brian Gravel side by side right there. And we were 4 wide there for a second entering turns 1 and 2. And Drew Chance is around in the 18. Drew Chance around. We'll see what happened to the 18 of Chance. Who's coming up, and a big miss there from Jake Brooks. We'll see what exactly happened. We'll try and go on board from behind to see where the contact happened. I just think he might not have known he wasn't clear right there. Didn't know that. And yeah, we are on a caution 45th time here. We're going to take a quick step away here on the WD Broadcasting Network. You guys won't want to miss a thing, though. We'll be right back after this quick break. I'm your host, Winston Deal. As we are back here, folks, 23 laps to go. Going to have a single file restart this time. Justin Brooks lined up behind the iRacing.com pace car. So far, 5 caution flags. Not what we wanted to see to start off this late model series opener. But Bryson Myers, Tanner Bethea, Justin Brooks, Bryson Myers, Tanner Bethea, your top 3, leading us through the restart zone, and we're back underway. Brooks with a good start that time. Everybody single file down into turns 1 and 2. Couple guys getting a good jump, though. Here comes Braxton DeWeese to the inside of Brian Voss. Voss trying to hold it into the outside wall. That's going to open up the door for DeWeese down low and move Braxton DeWeese into that 4th spot in the 13 machine. Back behind, everybody's still scrapping for position. Tanner Bethea in that third spot right now. Justin Brooks, a big gap already built up, 0.6 of a second as we come across 20 laps to go. And Thomas Frisch in the 51 machine going around. The caution flag flies once again. We'll take a look at what happened to the 51. And there goes the 51 of Frisch, Brian Gravel into the back bumper, and nothing he could do right there. So a 6th caution flag here tonight. A tough start to our opening race here for the Lead the Pack Late Model Series. Hopefully we can see some better racing throughout the season. These guys can start to figure out some green flag laps, but right now 18 laps to go and we are back under caution. We'll go ahead and take one more look at our late model schedule. Right there, up on your screen, late model schedule. Going to be a fun and exciting season. Hopefully, like I said, we can get some green flags figured out, and these guys don't, have these repeated caution flags, but going to be a fun race. Let me know what you guys think your favorite race will be throughout this season. I got to tell you that I probably have IRP or Nashville Fairgrounds circled for me personally. Hickory's going to be a fun race, but it's definitely going to be hectic. A small track there, going to be tight. IRP, one of my favorite tracks, my home track for my racing, closest one to me. So that one I'm obviously excited for. Nashville Fairgrounds, what can't you love about Nashville? I was just there in real life this weekend. Amazing racing, fun time. Definitely recommend the trip. And it's always one of my favorite spots to stop here on iRacing. So All-Star Week at Nashville, going to be a very awesome week. But 15 laps to go here tonight in the first Leave the Pack Late Model Series race of the season. As right now we've got 15 to go. When we send them back, Justin Brooks has led all of this race so far, trying to cap it off with these final 15 laps. Bryson Myers in the 2nd spot. Tanner Bethea runs 3rd, Braxton DeWeese 4th. And through the restart zone, we're back racing one more time. Green flag is back out. Justin Brooks with another good start there. But here comes Braxton DeWeese to the inside for 3rd. As Carter Hollingsworth to the inside of Brian Johnson. Hollingsworth trying to move his way back up inside of the top 5. Right in front of him, Justin Coleman to the inside of Adam Fulford. Fulford having a good run in that 71 machine, up 9 positions from his starting spot. The guy right in front of him is up 12 spots. Caleb Thompson really putting the charge on here at Kern County. But up front, Justin Brooks continues to show the way. He's got half a second advantage already. Cortland Herman battling with Shane Hodges. Hodges had that unfortunate contact earlier on. As Adam Fulford and Justin Coleman continue to battle for that 8th spot. Brian Johnson going to try and sneak up to the outside as well. That outside has really worked a lot better than I expected coming into this evening. We saw it work last night in the modified division. You see right there once again, Coleman not able to get up and clear in front of that 38 machine. Coleman down on the bottom side. Carter Hollingsworth right there trying to find a lane to go in the 28. Coleman still battling with Brian Johnson. Johnson trying to make the outside lane work. Coleman's going to get clear. Here comes Carter Hollingsworth trying to pop his way back up inside the top 10. Still battles going on all over the racetrack. Everybody very close here at the Kern County Raceway Park. As Tanner Bethea has gotten closer to the back. Bumper of the 11 of Bryson Myers. Nearly contact and nearly a spin there. Braxton DeWeese sent it to the inside of that 20 machine. DeWeese wanted that third spot. Bethea said, nope, I'm going to shut the door. And they all barely fit into the second corner right there. Here comes Brian Voss trying to take over the fourth spot. Voss with a big send down on the bottom, but DeWeese able to roll that outside lane and keep his foot in the gas. He'll keep on going in the fourth position. Here comes Zach Murphy trying to make his way around Brian Johnson. Looks like he'll get the job done on the outside lane. As up front, a 1 second advantage for your race leader, Justin Brooks, as he comes back around to 5 laps to go this time. But the battle right here is for that second spot. Tanner Bethea all over the back bumper of Bryson Myers. Myers trying everything he can to defend and hold off that 20 machine. So far, Bethea has not been able to really peek to the inside. A little bit of a slide there up off the corner, though. Bethea going to show the nose into turns 3 and 4. He's going to drive in there on the bottom and contact. Contact right there. Bryson Myers around in the 11 machine. And that is going to bring the caution flag out one more time. Tough break. Bryson Myers was running in that second spot, having a great run, and just contact with Tanner Bethea on the bottom side of the racetrack. And that is going to put an end to Myers' good run. Bethea in the 20 machine in the second spot, but he will be going to the rear after that. We'll take one look at it here to make sure we've got it right. You saw Bethea diving in deep on the bottom side there. Wasn't quite there. And on the bottom and just drives it in the corner. And caution flag flies once again. Tough break for Bryson Myers. He was doing everything he needed to do. An unfortunate break for Tanner Bethea as well. He was running in that third spot, having a great run, but just could not keep his front end off that 11 machine, and around Myers went, and unfortunately, you put the bumper, you pay the price here and leave the pack. But the caution flag flying one more time means we are going to be set for a green-white checkered finish. Gonna be an exciting one. We'll make sure restarts are double file. See if we can't finish this one with these guys going back green double file. I believe everybody is out of the pits. We are going to be going 1 to green next time by. Next time by, we will be giving the 1 to go signal and hopefully getting this done in 1 green-white checkered attempt. 7 caution flags, a lot more than we expected here tonight, I am sure. Don't know if anybody had 7 circled on their bingo card. I had probably 3 or 4 circled on my bingo card, but not 7. Definitely going to have to make some changes for next week, and hopefully we can get some things figured out and get some of these guys racing a little bit better. I think a lot of it just has to do with how close these cars are. You know, we talked about it all throughout the qualifying session, all throughout practice, how close this field is. And, you know, when you have cars that close, sometimes you're going to have contact, and that's what we've seen here tonight. Next week, hopefully New Smyrna is a little bit better, but we will see. The white flag is out on this restart. We've got 2 more shots at it. These guys given 2 attempts at the green-white checkered. And Brooks and DeWeese going to lead us into turns 3 and 4. Brooks through the restart zone one more time. Goes nice and early right there, and the green flag is back out. 2 final laps here at the Kern County Raceway Park. Brooks with a huge lead into turns 1 and 2, but here comes Chris Smith, and through turns 1 and 2 in the caution flag. Caution flag is out once again. Tough break. Unfortunate there. That was the previous caution. We'll try and get the right replay pulled up here. So we're trying to sort something out behind the scene. As a big mess down the back straightaway. There was contact, I think. What exactly happened is Easton Swain and Brad Carpenter made a little bit of contact down into turns 1 and 2. We'll get the replay pulled up on screen for you guys. I apologize about the stock schedule up there right now. There we go. You guys can see the replay was... We were sorting some things out behind the scenes and just contact there. I think there was just a disagreement on space. Carpenter and Swain got together there. And an 8th caution flag. We're going to get it done under this restart, so that is a good sign. Only 2 attempts at the green-white checkered here in the Leave the Pack iRacing League, so we will be getting it done this time. But Justin Brooks trying to cap off this final victory this season. Or trying to cap off his first victory this season, I should say. Opening night here at the Kern County Raceway Park. Not the race that we expected to see or maybe wanted to see, but it's the race that we got, and we've got some changes and some things ahead of us for next week. But right now, Justin Brooks trying to cap off his first victory in Leave the Pack. A lot of names that were up front here tonight that just are not going to finish where they were running. Tanner Bethade, Bryson Myers, Brandon Elvis was running up there, unfortunate trouble for him. Ryan Grable was running up there, unfortunate trouble for him. As the field gets the 1-to-go signal right here, we're going to let them finish this one off. 2 final laps here at the Kern County Raceway Park. It'll be Justin Brooks, Braxton Deweese, Chris Smith, your top 3, leading them into turns 3 and 4, into the restart zone. Justin Brooks back into the gas pedal. We're underway. Final restart of the race. Everybody scrambling for position right there, down into turns 1 and 2. Caleb Thompson trying to make a move for Adam Fulford. Here comes Justin Coleman trying to move into the 6th spot. As Thompson trouble right there in the 0-4, and everybody big time trouble on the front straightaway. And the caution flag is going to come out, and that is going to end this one. Pace car going to come back around, and the caution flag flew right there. Not even sure what happened. Down into turns 3 and 4 right here. We'll see what happened. Hollingsworth into the back bumper of the 0-4 machine, and just calamity up off the corner. Everybody involved. Just a miserable way to finish that one. But Justin Brooks going to be your winner here tonight. Braxton Deweese 2nd. Chris Smith going to come home in the 3rd spot. Alrighty, well, the front 3 going to pull it on the front straightaway. Justin Brooks going to do a couple burnouts. We're going to take a quick step away here on the WD Broadcasting Network and let my mind wrap around that entire 75, actually 84 lap event. And we're going to grab a word from our top three and wrap things up when we return. But nonetheless, we'll be right back in just a couple moments here on the WD Broadcasting Network. Alrighty, folks, we are back here on the WD Broadcasting Network, ready to grab a word from our top three finishers. We're going to start with our third place finisher up into the broadcast booth. Christopher Smith, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Alrighty, well, you started in the 13th place spot here tonight, and we'll just say that tonight was pretty eventful, but luckily that 80 machine stayed pretty untouched most of this race, and you had a pretty good race and ended up in the third spot. How do you feel?
Yeah, man, just it's pretty hectic. Just try to keep the car clean. Most cars we've ran with in a while, so just try to be right there at the end, really.
Yeah, being there at the end definitely helped. A lot of guys, did not make it to the end of the race, so you were one of the guys that did, and you ended up in the third spot. Like you said, just hectic, very hectic race. Who do you have to thank, Chris, to help get you this third place finish?
Thanks my wife let me do this. Say hey to my dad. Elvis Coleman Racing, Barry Elvis Performance Fabrication, Chastain Law Firm, Coastal Performance Shop, and thank you for broadcasting, and Coleman Designs for the sweet paint.
Alrighty, well, Chris, a great way to start off your season. Tomorrow night we head right here to Kern in the street stocks and the super late models. Let's talk about the super late models, a big series, money division. How are you feeling going into there with a little bit of momentum, picking up a third place finish here tonight in week 1 in the late models?
Yeah, Super's been a little bit different. It's been a minute since I've ran them, so just try to be there at the end, see what we can do.
Alrighty, well, good run for you here tonight. Congratulations to you on your third place finish.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Alrighty, folks, now to talk to Braxton DeWeese, who actually, despite all this chaos, ran up front most of the race. Braxton did a good job, started in the 6th spot here tonight, comes home second. Braxton Deweese up in the voice chat, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, well, I talked to you a couple weeks ago after your near Cato Strong 200 victory. We won't talk about that, but tonight started in the 6th spot, kept a pretty clean race car. We saw you battling up there with Justin Brooks at times, with Chris Smith. A lot of the guys up front had a pretty fast 13 car, ended up second here tonight. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel pretty good at our debut here in the LTP Late Model Series. Felt like we did pretty good on saving our tires for what it's worth, but to come home second behind Justin's always pretty good. It's hard to be able to pass him or even get close, really, especially there on the restarts. And either way, he's a hell of a driver. So hell of a win to him. And unfortunately, we're talking to you from an official P2 again. It is what it is, but it's always nice to be able to talk to you up in the booth.
Yeah, good talking to you, Braxton, and a good race for you. Tomorrow night, we start the Leave the Pack Super Series. Actually, you weren't even really supposed to run these late model stocks. You contacted me earlier on, say, hey, can I do a one-off? I said, yeah, you ran really good in that Cato Strong 200 event. Let's let you run. You put on a heck of a show. Kept that 13 machine clean and green all night long, which is what I love to see. But nonetheless, who do you have to thank for a second place run here tonight?
Yeah, for sure. First of all, thanks for letting me do the one-off. If I'm off any Tuesdays in my other league that I'm starting, I'd love to be able to join if you welcome me back. But I'm glad we were able to have a clean race all in all, not be able to cause any trouble. It's definitely not good if you're just coming in here for one race. So I'm glad we were able to have a clean one. But big shout out to Interstate Ford, Allen's Arts Images, Bennett's Pelpical, Jane's on Main, Deweese Renovations, Brewer 34 Diecast, and Roberts Photography, Blaze Designs, as well as Evan Pineda Designs, and Bullet Dog Coffee Company. You can use Brax5 for 10% off over there. And we're looking forward to going back and seeing the race part of tonight. And hopefully we can try to make some more starts throughout the season. Hopefully we can be one spot better if we do.
Yeah, definitely want to be one spot better. I've talked to you twice here the past couple weeks. It's both times it's been a second place finish, but both times you've had a very fast race car. So definitely have something figured out. Tonight we were at Kern in the late model stock. Tomorrow we go to Kern in the super late model. How do you feel heading in there with a second place finish pushing you?
I'd feel pretty good if I was going to be able to make the start, but we are starting the playoffs for the Wednesday night Street Stock League. I've already been in for multiple weeks, but we're going to finish that up, and then right after that, we're going to come on over and do the last 6 races, and hopefully we can do pretty well over there. And we might make the transition over if it goes pretty smooth. We'll just have to see. But all in all, I'm definitely looking forward to this last 6 races. I'll be racing on Wednesday night with the Street Stocks and Super Late Models, and hopefully I'll have a pretty good race tomorrow.
Alrighty, well, congratulations to you, Braxton, on your second place run here tonight, and we wish you luck going forward with Leave the Pack.
I appreciate it, Winston. Have a good one, brother.
Yes, sir. You too. Alrighty, folks, that was your second place finisher. Now we'll talk to the man of the hour, the man that sat on the front row on the pole, qualified quick time. We talked to him earlier on, comes home with the victory tonight. Justin Brooks up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
Alrighty, well, no doubt you were the class of the field. It didn't matter if it was a 10-lap run, a 5-lap run. You were out in front, and that 33 machine looked almost untouched after those first couple charges from Bryson Myers and Tanner Bethea. But definitely a chaotic race here tonight. You got your restart practice in, and you were solid all night long, did exactly what you needed to do, and you come away with your first Leave the Pack iRacing League victory. How do you feel, Justin?
I feel great. I mean, I a little disappointed in some of the guys back there tonight. I don't know what they were doing, but made it unfortunate for us at the front. Hoping to try to get a long run in and have some fun. But I mean, I still had fun on that one run we had. I mean, but besides that, I had a blast for my first time out. I mean, I expected it maybe a little mayhem with the track and all because it's really hard to pass here. But besides that, I had fun. I mean, it was just a little bit longer race than I think any of us expected. I'm sure you'd agree too.
Yeah, I definitely can't agree with you on that. I was going to call it a 75-lap race, but actually you completed 85, so 10 over scheduled distance, a couple overtime finishes in there, but still a great run for this 33 machine here tonight. A lot of speed we saw in qualifying, we saw in practice. 33 is definitely figured out. You mentioned your sponsors earlier on, but we'll give you another chance to thank who you have to thank for this victory here tonight.
Yeah, thank Justin Brooks Designs, like I said, Lot Lair Deer Processing, Shug Steakhouse, Crow Sim Shots, Brooks Speed Shop. Might be a few people I'm forgetting, I don't know, but they're the ones that make this happen, make it possible for me to come on here and have a little fun. Like I said, on a Tuesday night, election night, ready to go see what kind of cluster, what is going on with that. But besides that, thank them. Thank everybody that's watching tonight. Thank my girlfriend, she's tuning in. Give her a shout out for enduring this, and thank you again. I told you thank you originally, but I want to thank you again for creating this and giving us a fun place to race. I mean, you've done a great job with how you've handled everything so far, and I could definitely tell this is going to be a fun league from here on out.
Yes, sir. Definitely a lot of effort going in behind the scenes, and there's going to be a lot of effort behind the scenes this week to try and figure out what exactly happened here tonight at Kern. But what I do know is that you, Justin Brooks, put it to him and got the victory, so congratulations to you once again.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, folks, that was Justin Brooks, driver of the number 33 machine. And we'll keep it short here, folks. We won't take too much more of your time, but thank you guys for watching. Opening night for the Leave the Pack Late Model Series. Definitely a hectic race. Not one that we wanted to see, but it's the one that we got, like I said earlier on. But tune in next week at the New Smyrna Speedway. Hopefully we have some more things figured out. We're going to implement a lot of changes to try and figure out how we can get some more clean racing and get these drivers all on the same page. But nonetheless, thank you guys once again for watching. I am your host, Winston Deal from the WD Broadcasting Network. Follow us on Facebook, subscribe here on YouTube. Make sure you follow Leave the Pack iRacing League on Facebook as well. But that's going to wrap it up from Kern County. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night for the street stocks and the super late models. But until then, I'm your host, Winston Deal, once again, signing it off. Peace.